Morning guys. I had a very productive weekend down in Wales, soul searching, and my god did I soul search. There was a lot of testing times as well over the weekend. The weather was definitely against us and I couldn't figure out, because I'm still having this journey day by day and I'm still learning about myself, and about how my actions have reactions and how my past actions still have reactions now. And that's going to take a long time to repair, but I'm on the right path with that, and repairing damage that has been caused. You can't really repair that. You can only build a better bridge. Leave that bridge behind now. You had a bridge between yourself and that person, or between yourself and that company. Let that bridge burn, because that's an old bridge. You've been over that millions and millions of times. It hasn't worked. So build a new one. Make this bridge out of metal rather than wood. Make this bridge wider rather than narrow. Make this bridge longer so you have more of a structure on the actual road. Right? You see what I'm saying with this? If it hasn't worked before, it's not going to work now. So anyway, so we're down there and it's absolutely lashing with rain. Absolutely lashing down with rain. And we got there Friday night at about 7:15. Managed to get the tent up. Kids are loving it, dogs are loving it, Missus loving it, and I had this plan in my head about what was going to happen, because every time I always like to be around nature now, and I find that I learn a lot about myself when I'm by myself or when I'm with my family, but around nature, not around the busy and the chaos of day-to-day life, driving into London, getting stuck in traffic like I am now, driving into Slough. It's nice to get away from all the chaos, and I refer to it as ants all running around trying to get their food. It's just bedlam. It's absolute bedlam. So just as I managed to get the tent set up, that was it. The heavens opened, and I say the heavens because I actually really love the rain. I always have, and I couldn't understand why. Now I'm laid there, bearing in mind we've had a giggle with the kids, we've gone out, we bought the Chinese back, and I'm sat there and I just stood and I looked around what I've got. Now we've got a small little tent. I say small, it's an 8-man tent, but nevertheless it's not a house, it's not a mobile home, it's not anyway, so we're in this tent, we've all got our food, and I stood up and I looked around, and minus a couple of my kids that weren't there, we haven't got a lot of money. We've got enough to get by, and that's all I want. I'm not greedy. It's not about money for me. But what I have got is something I haven't had for years. In fact, all the time I've had kids, I've never really had it. And that's a fulfillment as a dad, as a partner, as a person. I feel part of something now. Whereas before I was lost. I didn't know what I was part of. I was, in with gangsters. I was in with drug dealers. I was selling the drugs. I was doing the drugs. I was being a part of a crime lifestyle, and I still never had any worth then. Whereas now I'm making a difference, and the first difference I've noticed is with my kids. Alexi the other day, Daddy, I don't know what's going on right now. Please don't let it change. Don't worry, Ginge, it's not. This is Daddy now. My missus, babe, I haven't been able to speak to you like this ever. All the time we've been together, I've never been able to talk to you like this. You'd normally bite my head off. Babe, I'm not changing. And then me, myself, car cuts me up on the motorway. Oh well. He's obviously in more of a rush than I am. That's something I've never done before. I'd normally want to drag him out of his car, and I have several times dragged people out of their car and had full-on fights with them. I've had battle scars, they've had battle scars. For what? He's one car in front of me. Fucking let him be one car in front of you. He's in that much of a rush, mate. Eat up that road, burn your fuel, you go. I'm not interested. So then the evening's done, we've eaten all of our food, we all settled down, and then I can hear the rain pitter-pattering on the top of the tent. So relaxing. It was like a purifying moment, and I actually felt like I had to go out into the rain, and I did, and I went out into the rain, and it felt like I was being cleansed. And I know there's people out there that are thinking, what a load of spiritual bullshit, but 100% that was what was happening to me that night. I felt like the dirt of my past was literally being washed away, and it was such a beautiful feeling, and it was awesome, and it was enlightening, and it was something I wish for every single person in this world to feel and appreciate. Don't just take it for granted, but actually appreciate it as well. So that was the start of a very fulfilling weekend. But what my point is, guys, you may have a Bentley, you may have a big house, you may have 16 multi-million-pound companies, but do you have happiness? If you do, brilliant. I'm so happy for you. I wish everyone in this world to have happiness and witness what I'm witnessing within myself and within my family right now. But for those of you that have all the money anyone in this world could ever dream of, what use is it to you if you're not happy whilst having it? So I'm saying to you guys, there's some people out there that work themselves to the bone, to near death. That's fine if that's what makes you happy. But if there's something missing, if there's something that you just can't put your finger on, an emotion that's not there, or sadness that is there, look into what you're doing with your life. Write down your blueprint. Write down what you feel is missing, and go get it. Don't wait for it to find you. You get out there and you go get it. No amount of money in the world could make me as happy as what I was at the weekend, and that keeps me grounded. I love my family to pieces, and my family love me, but more importantly than that, I love myself right now. And that's not a vain thing to say. I'm happy within myself, and as long as I have internal happiness, there's nothing in this world that is ever going to stand in my way. That's it for today, guys. Have a happy Monday, have a good week, and I will speak to you during the week. Peace out.